Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaura Bhakta Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaura Bhakta Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Wednesday. It is the 26th of June. It is Ashada Masa or Vamana Masa, Krishna Paksham, and the Panchami Tithi. So there is one Vaishnava. So today is the appearance day of the Vakreshwara Pandita. So there are a few lines from the special Vaishnava days. So I shall read them. It's not too long. So Shri Vakreshwara Pandita, a prominent associate of Lord Chaitanya, and from Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 14, performance of the Vrindavana pastimes. Sometimes Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu engaged Vakreshwara and other devotees in chanting and dancing 3 times daily, morning, noon, and evening. He would perform Sankirtana in the yard of the Gundecha temple. At this time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt that Lord Krishna had returned to Vrindavana, thinking this feeling of separation from Krishna subsided. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then ordered Vakreshwara Pandita to dance, and as he began to dance, the Lord began to sing. Sri Chaitanya from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 10:18 to 20. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally sang while Vakreshwara Pandita danced, and thus Vakreshwara Pandita fell at the lotus feet of the Lord and spoke as follows: O Chandramukha, please give me 10,000 Gandharvas. Let them sing as I dance, and then I will be greatly happy. The Gandharvas, who are the residents of Gandharva Loka, are celebrated as celestial singers. Whenever singing is needed in the celestial planets, the Gandharvas are invited to sing. Gandharvas can sing continuously for days, and therefore Vakreshwara Pandita wanted to dance as they sang. Lord Chaitanya replied, I have only one wing like you, but if I had another, certainly I would fly in the sky. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired, My dear Haridasa, what is the news? Haridas Thakur replied, My lord, whatever mercy you can bestow upon me. So upon hearing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately began great congregational chanting in the courtyard. Vakreshwara Pandita was the chief dancer. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced in front of the procession, and Vakreshwara Pandita, along with the other devotees, chanted and danced behind him. All around the body, the devotees performed congregational chanting, and Vakreshwara Pandita danced in jubilation. Vakreshwara Pandita, the fifth branch of the tree, was a very dear servant of Lord Chaitanya's. He could dance with constant ecstasy for 72 hours. So in the Gaurav Ganadash Deepika, it is stated that Vakreshwara Pandita was an incarnation of Aniruddha, one of the quadruple expansion of Vishnu. Vasudeva, Sankashana, Aniruddha, and Pradyumna. He could dance wonderfully for 72 continuous hours when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu played in the dramatic performances in the house of Srivasa Pandita. Vakreshwara Pandita was one of the chief dancers and he danced continuously for that length of time. Sri Govinda Dasa, an Oriya devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has described the life of Vakreshwara Pandita in his book Gaurav Krishnodaya. There are many disciples of Vakreshwara Pandita in Orissa, and they are known as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Although they are Uriyas, among these disciples are Sri Gopal Guru and his disciple Sri Dhyanachandra Goswami. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired. So this is again. So this is the pastimes of Vakreshwara Pandita. So the very today is the appearance of Vakreshwara Pandita. It's a very beautiful dancer in the Chaitanya Charitamrita and associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is from the event's perspective. So we shall quickly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Lord Brahma is speaking to Narada Muni about the creation of the universe, all the universes, and beginning from the Mahatattva. So by the glance of Karnodak Sai Vishnu and the agitation of this Mahatattva, the three material modes of nature, it has been created, and from mode of ignorance, uh, so this Mahatattva, it is manifesting. And then, so in that sequence, Brahma is saying from the mode of goodness, so many demigods were generated. Vaikarikad manojajne deva vaikarika dasha digvata arka pracheta asvi vahni indra upendra mitra khaha. So these are the 10 demigods. They have generated from the mode of goodness. And also manojajne, along with them, mind is also generated. So after that, from the mode of passion, Taijasattu vikurvana indriyani dasha abhavan. ज्ञान शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति बुद्धि प्राणश तैजसौ. So from the mode of passion, all the indriyas, dasha bhavan, the 10 indriyas, the sense acquiring senses, knowledge acquiring senses, and the 10 active senses. And then in order to acquire the knowledge and also to perform the activities, jnana shakti, kriya shakti, and the intelligence for it, buddhihi, pranasya, taijasau, they're all generated from the mode of passion. So what are those 10 dashabhavan, indriyani dashabhavan? They are strotram, tvag, grana, drug, jihvau, vak, doho, medra, angri, payavaha. These are the 10 bodily parts, senses, 10 knowledge acquiring senses, 10 active senses. That is the legs, hands, mouth, and then genital and rectum. So likewise, they are coming from now all the 5 tanmatras have created and 5 panchbhutas are created, 5 knowledge acquiring senses they are created, and 5 active bodily parts they are created, 20, and mano buddhi ahankara chittam, these are the 4 antahkarnas, they were also created. Now these 24 elements are created and also the eternal time. Prabhavam Paurusham Rupam Kalam Yeke Ito Bhayam, the time factor. Now these all elements are there separately situated outside of the from the Mahatattva. They are created and ready to assemble it. They are not yet combined together, they are ready to be assembled. Now today Brahma is saying that they're situated in separately bodily parts. Now a person has to come and assemble them. So likewise Brahma is saying. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 5, verse number 32. So these are all outside of the universe. Now these are just only the parts. They are manifested from the Mahatattva. यदैते असङ्गता भावाः भूतेन्द्रियमनोगुणाः यद् अयता यद् अयत निर्माणे न सेकुः ब्रह्मवित्तमम् यदैते असङ्गता भावाः यदैते असङ्गता भावाः. These are not assembled. All these parts whatever created from the Mahatattva, they are not assembled. They are remained situated just as they are. So now both indriya manogunaha, they are both indriya manogunaha, elements, senses, mind, and modes of nature. They are all situated separately now. Yada aita nirmani, Yada Aita Nirmani. So long these are not formed, so the body is not yet created. They are not assembled. The body, just like a car, a car, it has got so many parts: the engine, the doors, and everything, the front glasses, and so many things, the steering wheel, everything. So now they are separate parts. Yada Ayatana Nirmani. Nirmani is the it is being formed or assembling. Nirmani. Yada Ayatana Nirmani. Nasekuhu Brahmavittama. Nasekuhu. It is not possible. So until the Lord comes and then assemble it, that is the living force assemble it, that is the soul, it doesn't possible. It is not possible. So Karnuruk Sai Vishnu has to enter into it to assemble it. Yada Ayata Nirmani Nasekuhu Brahmavittama. Brahmavittama is the treasurer of the Brahma knowledge. O Narada Muni, you know all the transcendental knowledge. Likewise, Brahma is addressing Narada Muni. यदैते असंगता भावाः भूतेन्द्रिय मनोगुणाः यदा ऐतन निर्माणे न सेकुः ब्रह्मवित्तमम्. The translation for this was, O Narada, best of the transcendentalists, the forms of the body cannot take place as long as these created parts, namely the elements, senses, mind, and modes of nature, are not assembled. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request any unallocated devotees to read this purport, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I please read?
Yes, madam.
Thank you. The different types of bodily construction of the living entities are exactly like different types of motor cars manufactured by assembling the allied motor parts. When the car is ready, the driver sits in the car and moves it as he desires. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 18.61. The living entity is as if seated on the machine of the body, and the car of the body is moving by the control of material nature. Just as the railway trains are moving under the direction of the controller. The living entities, however, are not the bodies. They are separate from the cars of the body. But the less intelligent material scientists cannot understand the process of assembling the parts of the body, namely the senses, the mind, and the qualities of the material modes. Every living entity is a spiritual spark, part and parcel of the Supreme Being. And by the kindness of the Lord, for the Father is kind to his sons, the individual living beings are given a little freedom to act according to their will, to lord it over the material nature. Just as the father gives some playthings to the crying child to satisfy him, the whole material creation is made possible by the will of the Lord to allow the bewildered living entities to lord it over things as they desire, although under the control of the agent of the Lord. The living entities are exactly like small children playing the material field. The living entities are exactly like the small children playing the material field under the control of the maid servant of the Lord nature. They accept the Maya or the maid servant as all in all and thus wrongly conceive the supreme truth to be feminine, goddess Durga, etc. The foolish childlike cannot reach beyond the conception of the maid servant material nature, but the intelligent grown up sons of the Lord know well that all the acts of material nature are controlled by the Lord, just as the maid servant is under the control of the master, the father of the undwelt children. The parts of the body, such as the senses, are the creation of the Mahat Tattva, and when they are assembled by the will of the Lord, the material body comes into existence, and the living entity is allowed to use it for further activities. This is explained as follows. Hare Krishna. Thank you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you, Mataji. So, here purpose these material elements, they are in now their parts are ready. So when Karnadak Sai Vishnu, he expands himself into so many Garbhodak Sai Vishnus. And then as soon as he come, and then all these form together as one particular universe. And then likewise so many universes form. So he divides himself like so many Garbhodak Sai Vishnus, and also many universes will be formed. So now Prabhupada is comparing that universe. Um, these different parts are just like a different types of motor cars manufactured by assembling the allied motor parts. So Karnadak Sai Vishnu expands himself. So into so many Garbhodak Sai Vishnus, one Garbhodak Sai Vishnu is going to be one driver for the universe. So when the car is ready, the car is sits in the car and moves as it desires. So, and here Prabhupada is bringing, this is Yantra Rudhani Maya. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Kruddhe Se Junatistati. Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantra Rudhani Maya. So all the living entities, they bewildered because of these senses and the bodily parts, and this mind, intelligence make them, they themselves are, uh, they identify themselves with the body, but actually, Yantra Rudhani Maya, this body is a mission. But here, who is sitting? Ishvara Huddeshe Junatistati. The controller, he is sitting situated at the heart of the body, and he is the driver. And the living entity is sitting, he is also a passenger. Living entity is a simply passenger. Who is the controller? Ishvara is the controller. The super soul is the controller of the body as well. So passenger desires, I wanted to experience these things. Then the super soul arranges with the his external potency. Maya Jakshena Prakritihi Suyate Sacharacharam. Hetnanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. All the material nature, it works accordingly. So whenever living in, but we think that I am doing this job, this is my wife, this is child, this is not because of they are existed. Because we have desired, we are put up in a situation, the material nature has arranged for everyone. This is your father, making them to bewilder. But actually, they're the passengers. They are passengers of the body. They do not stay here, so they have to get down as soon as the time comes. So, and here Prabhupada is the living entities, however, not the bodies, they are separate from the cores of the body. But less intelligent materialists, scientists cannot understand the process of assembling the parts of the body. So this is, and namely the senses, mind, and the qualities of the material modes. And the living entity is a spirit spark and parcel of the Supreme Being. And by the kindness of the Lord, and again, Prabhupada is giving one more example, like a father is kind to his sons. He arranges some play area so that child can go and play safely and then come back. If child wanted to stay there, father allows him to stay there. But that doesn't give him happiness. He is hankering for, I want to play this game, that game, and going for one after another, and stay back. So, but father is always waiting here. So this is just as the father gives some playthings to the crying child to satisfy him. So, and that is bewildering living entities to lord it over the things as they desire. As they desire, they're simply desiring. They're traveling through different phases of life, either childhood or manhood or old age, everything because they have desired in the past in so many without knowing to themselves. But now, but all those desires put together and they have got one material body. So now they have to go through those pains and pleasures. Without a simple desire, one cannot go through any kind of circumstances. So it was a desire. And although under the control of the agent of the Lord. So everything under the Maya Jakshena Prakriti. So ite sacharacharam, everything happens under the direction of Prakriti. Prakritehe karmani gunehi karmani sarvashaha. Ahankar vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. When the Prakriti is doing arranging everything, but if people by bewildering they think that I am doing this one. Likewise, everyone are bewildered. So here the Maya is treated, Maya or the maid servant, as all in all, and thus wrongly conceive the supreme to be feminine. So some people think that nature is the cause, but actually the Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am the control. Under my direction, Prakriti is working. So this is the maid servant is under the control of the master, the father of the undeveloped children. Just like a small children, they need mother more than the father. When the grown-up children who has not got the knowledge how to uh, understand what is the outside thing, then they must become under the direction of the father. So the parts of the body, such as the senses or the creation of the Mahatattva, when they are assembled by the will of the Lord, the material body comes into existence. And the living entity is allowed to use it for further activities. This is explained. So later on, how it is going to be, universes will be coming into the picture. It will be explained later by Brahma. So likewise now, it is only different parts of the universe are ready. यदैते असङ्गताभावाः भूतेन्द्रियमनोगुणाः यदा ऐतन्निर्माणे न सेकुः ब्रह्मवित्तम. Likewise, Brahma is saying. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly go into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to Malati, March 6, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Usha Mataji to read this letter, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. My dear Malati, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated 17 February 1970 and have read the contents carefully. I am so glad to hear from you after so long time. It is not surprising that you feel the competition of Maya very keen because we are in the midst of an ocean of Maya. Just as if when you are in the ocean, you say, "Oh, there is water all around. That is ocean." So you must have a boat very strong, and Krishna is the nicest boat to carry you over the ocean of Maya. The ocean will reduce to become a pit left by the hoof of a cow by the grace of Krishna, and it may be crossed over without any check. And after crossing the ocean, the devotee shall go to the abode of Krishna where there is no more danger. That is the mission of our life, and that is Krishna consciousness. I am very happy to know that your daughter Saraswati too growing up nicely under your care. To see that the child is raised in full Krishna consciousness is the proper management of householder life. And when your good daughter is no longer to be so cared for by you, then you will get enough time to chant Hare Krishna. Both mother and daughter can sit together and chant Hare Krishna. Regarding your thoughts of Grand Rath Yatra festival, this year there must be a very grand procession of Rath Yatra and ask Shyam Sundara to induce George to lead in the procession. Shyam Sundara has asked me to go there, so if I am not very seriously engaged, I must go. But if George and John join in the procession, it will be a great success. I have heard how the new devotees are all executing the devotional services very enthusiastically and with a sincerity and humanity. Yes, I have asked them to take instruction from you, one of their elder god, god sisters. Whatever you have learned, you are one of the old students. Whatever you have gathered by experience, you must hand them uh, over to the new student. This is called parampara. Please offer my blessings to Saraswati Dasi. Will you send her to our school in New Vrindavan when she is little older? The school is developing nicely there under the headmastership of Haigriva Prabhu. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, Ustipatedan Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
That the second point is that this is like a Maya for the word in the ocean, like Prabhupada said, when you're in the middle of the ocean, so you need to some strong boat to come out. But in here, this Maya, the strong point is Krishna consciousness, it will come out from the Maya. So just take a shelter for Krishna, and then you can come up from the Maya. And he's thinking, that about Rath Yatra also, so we did a festival about Rath Yatra, and uh, yes, the things is he's saying about the child, and then when he get older, so Prabhupada is messenger can send her to the Vrindavan school, in Vrindavan. Yes, the main point is like how to come out from the Maya, and then you have to take a selfie for Krishna, and you surely yes, Krishna with the Maya. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Yes, this is we have to take onto the boat, that is Krishna consciousness, to come out from the Maya, to protect ourselves from Maya. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other points, dear devotees, you want to add? So, yes, and here in this letter, Prabhupada says, this crossing the ocean, many times we think the family members or the friends, and you see, these are all, what is the purpose? If it is the kind of fulfilling their personal desires, or everyone has got one single desire, that to serve Krishna, that is the center point. Otherwise, it is Kalim Sattvaharam Pumsam Karnadarivarnam. Krishna conscious is just like a devotees, they are like a Somnaha Sandarshita Dhatra Dustaram Nistiteshitam. It is very difficult to Dustaram. It is very difficult to cross. Nistiteshitam, to go to the other shore of the ocean. So here devotees are like a Karnadar Ivarnavam, to cross this Nescience. It is a Karnadara. They are the sailor of the boat. So Krishna consciousness and Krishna, they are the Krishna consciousness is the boat. So everyone has to come onto this boat, and there are so many people like uh, other day also it is mentioned. There are so many people will be coming from different streams, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Many people will come onto this boat, but we have to make our journey. Just keep quiet and then going on, and then chant Hare Krishna, follow the regulative principles, read the scriptures, and keep ourselves, develop our mood and love for Krishna, and then cross the signs of this ocean. Okay, so that is Krishna consciousness. One has to execute this one. When he has got a family, he has to make and train all the children, everyone else. And if one is the elder, the Krishna consciousness, give Mahatam Bahumanena Denanam Anukampaya Maitra Chevatmatulyeshu Yemena Niyemena Cha. By following the rules and regulations, one has to respect the elders, and if he is a neophyte or the younger, then we have to give the knowledge to them in Krishna consciousness. If he is the equal or similar minded, make friendship with them. So Prabhupada is saying that you are one of the elder god sisters. So whatever you have learned, and you just share your experience with them, hand them over to the new students. That is the Guru Parampara. And take care of the children, Saraswati Dasi. So likewise, Prabhupada is saying, these are my takeaway points from this letter. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got Krishna Kirtan evening at 8:30 p.m. And last night it was a session was very nice and beautiful by Mandi Mataji on the six Ashtakam. So I will be sharing that link today at some time. Okay, that's all from announcement side from me. The dear devotees, if you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, if there are any events are going on, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस एवरीवन जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री